Hey everybody, welcome back to Garage Gear. I'm JB, and today we're talking about this parking mat here on the floor right behind me. Let's get down to it. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the reasons why I invested in one of these parking pads. First off, if you notice, yes, it's dirty, but that's where all the dirt should be. It should be on this mat. If you notice, my walkways, for the most part, are pretty clean, pretty clear all the way around. This thing is actually doing its job. I bought this mat because if you look at that cement crack line, which runs all the way right down the middle of my garage here, I only park one vehicle in here because I want the space to work. The floor is actually pitched from that crack line. And when I first moved in here, we would pull our vehicles in and all the snow, salt, and water would actually run off, and it would actually go all underneath my workbench, underneath all my tools, my machines, everything. Same thing over here with all our supplies over there. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the big reason why I got this, because it's containing all the salt, snow, mud, leaves, you name it, it all lands right in here. Now, this pad is about 4 years old now. This pad is made by a company called e-zparkingpad.com. And it costs somewhere around $300, and it was about $70 to ship it. There's a gentleman who makes these out in, I believe, Washington, so it had to come all the way across the country to get to me. But I love this thing. It was well worth every penny because I'm not stepping in any mud or dirty water or anything while I'm trying to work here. Setup is super easy. And there you go. This whole tarp measures just about 15 feet long and a little over 8 feet wide. Now, originally when I bought this, this was a nice silver grayish color. And over time, from driving constantly in and out of this thing, and then my wife, you know, hitting the brakes and then kind of not sliding, but just the tires making their pressure on the mat here, it actually turned where her wheels sit brown. Now, maybe if I were to get another one of these, I would maybe elect to get a darker color. I'd probably go black or maybe a really dark gray. I originally elected to go with gray because I figured it would kind of blend in with the concrete floor. What's cool about this mat is inside these edges here all the way around, this is a foam noodle like you would find in a pool. And they stand about 3 inches high, so any snow that falls off literally lands and stays inside here. This is a very durable material. It's very, very thick. It's almost like a very, very thick vinyl. I mean, I bend this thing all the time, and you know what? This thing has not ripped yet. This is very long-lasting, durable material here. And as you can see, some of the stickers are starting to wear on here, but these are handy to have because people don't always know when they step out of the vehicles, you know, that mat is there. And if we look here, there's slots in the back. You can see the fun noodles, the pool noodles that get shoved inside. And when I go to clean this thing at the end of the season, all I do is I just pull these noodles out and put them in the bag and take them down in the basement, and that's where this thing gets stored. And these do kind of angle off here at the end, so that way when you pull the vehicle in, you do kind of have this Y shape to each side that allows you to pull in on a curve if you have to. I really only use this in the late fall, winter, and early spring because that's when the vehicles are the dirtiest. But I love having this thing in here because it catches everything that falls off the vehicles. Now, as we get closer, you can see the road salt that's on here, the dirt that falls off the cars, all kinds of grime. Super easy to clean up, and we're gonna give this thing a quick cleaning today. Now, cleaning this whole mat is actually super easy. All I'm gonna do is just hose it down and squeegee it dry, and then it just air dries really quick from there. So now, most of that dirt and grime is gone. If you look here, you might see some like orange rust looking spots. That's actually from some metal work I was doing in here a long time ago, and little metal shavings were flying everywhere. And they actually did end up staining this tarp. As you can see, most of the dirt is gone. And then in the spring, all I do is take some car wash soap, sponge this whole thing down, wipe it all down, let it air dry in the driveway for a couple hours, and then fold it up and tuck it away. And in the off season, that's how this tarp looks, all bagged up, ready to go until next season. So now the cool thing about having this tarp is after I wash the vehicle, all the water from underneath when I hose out the underbody just kind of lands right on the tarp. It's not all outside of it. It's not in my work area. I'm not stepping in it. I'm stepping on dry concrete right now, and all the water is on the tarp. So everyone, thank you very much for tuning again into Garage Gear. Please like and subscribe, and if you have a similar parking mat in your garage, feel free to comment below and tell me about it. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you in the garage.